Welcome to Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
We'll be okay. Her kennel isn't ready.
The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get
put her in
underway.
her cage.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense comes onto the field first today. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been around coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to get it to the marker. Turns it on in midfield. There
I love you too.
He's at the and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So LSU's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Breaks into the open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to move.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing.
Right down the boulevard. Inside the touchdown, Boilermakers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those 2 things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Let's talk for a minute about LSU. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
That's reeled in. It's Jennings. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Jennings. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
He has the first and still on his feet. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the single back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Extra point here will tie the game.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Oh, out of space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Direct snap. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out.
There he goes. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well. 2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Gotta be more physical, Jesse. On the
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purdue!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done.
Defense, need to stop
this
here.
defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pulls it in. It's Otis. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's McNabb. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Warren. This time he's got it. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. right back up top on 2nd and 10. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Snags it on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guiding.
Turning it on. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Tigers head quickly to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Jennings. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
Here comes the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're facing a third down. Dropping back, it's Warren. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Lost to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Otis. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though. And that time, they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Otis.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that lap.
Touchdown!
Come on.
They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The run to the left. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we Costanza. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6 hit. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Tigers! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really...
He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Warren. Oh, they're after him. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Getting worked on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does.
Pass rush, gets there,
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Wyoming looks like an old punching bag out there today, and I did not expect to say that. This fan base, heck, this coaching staff were not expecting these results. They're trailing by 29 to Stanford. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Timeout.